Shalom, shalom, Israel most high in Christ, bless. Happy Sabbath. Can you hear me? Leave it to God, to healer, usually misunderstood, Sarah Israel, God Israel, Jordan, Wealth Wisdom, Tammy Judah, Lizette, Princess, Abednego, Devora, Felicia, Base Reeves, 12 Tribes, 12 Gates, Pamela, Miles, Sarah Israel, Jason Israel, Millie Israel, S.Y. Thomas, Joshua Rivera, Darius the Jew, Angelina Tazara, Sad Mitch, Lorraine's. What's going on with the Facebook? Facebook, type something. Just one worth. Three board. Now I can see Facebook, Dorothy Bannister, Gabriel Israel, Elijah Israel, David Ben Israel. Most High in Christ bless. Happy Sabbath and Shalom. Sorry for the delay. But we will be on our way. Happy to see you too, Judah Shane. Sure, you were great this morning on Upload God's Laws with that one guy saying he didn't believe in the New Testament because of Jesus turning water into... Everybody's mentioning that to me. And I don't think I said anything deep, but everybody was blown away by what I said. I just think it was just common sense. You're questioning Christ turning water into wine, but you're not questioning Moses parting an entire sea with living creatures in it. What do you think was harder, to turn water into wine or to part an entire sea with living creatures in it? So after a while, he had to realize this is kind of stupid, so let me attack that the New Testament is written in Greek. So then I had to tell him, but we speak English. English came hundreds of years after the Greek language was imposed upon us. Thousands even, because the Greek was imposed on us 300 years before Jesus Christ. So I just was like this. It was just common sense stuff, you know. I don't think it was a big deal. But a few people appreciated it. All praises to the Most High. I did my job. Just give y'all a minute more for more people to come in. Yes, look at my white shoes. Will never get old. Never. I appreciate how you take time to edify the room on Clubhouse or clear up any misunderstandings. All praises. Tell us about your Passover when you can. I went to Canada. Canada showed me a lot of love. I think if I would have stood there one more day, they would have had me house hunting. Everybody was very friendly, very hospitable, and I enjoyed it. I wonder if he's gonna come in the chat tonight. Look at, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he took his medication. He could go to sleep. So we're gonna jump right in it because there was a lot of racist things that took place this week, and I only covered the top ones. And y'all got to pay attention to this stuff because it shows, like Christ said, you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. You know what's crazy was New York was colder than Canada. I've heard the snow horror stories, but New York was colder than Canada. When I got there, I didn't need no jacket. When I left New York, I needed a jacket. When I got there, I was warm. When I got back to New York, I was freezing. But it was beautiful weather there. So we're going to get right into it because I got a few videos I want to go through before I go through the scriptures. I won't keep you guys late. I just didn't want to miss another Friday with y'all. I don't upload God's laws and biblical smoke been draining me. My age is starting to show. So what My inspiration for going over this topic was the Southern Poverty Law Center in the news. Remember, they attacked us almost 9 years ago, and people have been using them to disrupt our teachings. Every time people want to attack us, they say, you're on the Southern Poverty Law Center's list. Okay? Now they've been indicted on charges for hiring the Ku Klux Klan and paying them millions of dollars. Why is that important? Because when they sent them after us, we said that they paid people to come after us. And it took a while. But the Lord told us if we endure, he will show us that our thoughts were sure. And that's what we did. So I want y'all to see something. Play that first video. Play it from the beginning. I'll tell you when to stop. Play that one from the beginning.
So Cash Patel and Todd Blanche dropped this, right? And SPLC, you know, maybe at the beginning their reasoning was noble, and they've raised God knows how much money. We saw reports of who's giving them money. George Clooney gave him money. Tim Cook gave him $1 million. I think Chase gave him money. Soros was speculated to have given him money. And then you see the 2019 Charity Watch. It's a leftist organization, gave SPLC an F. Current Affairs gave SPLC an outright fraud that uses fear to cause leftists to write checks. Liberal death penalty abolitionist Stephen Bright, I think is his name, refused to take an award from SPLC, said the SPLC has been run by a con man and a fraud. And then former SPLC employees in 2019 told the New Yorker that we were part of the con and we knew it. Like they knew they were doing this. What do you know about it, and why is this such a big deal?
So pause it. Former employees that quit, they said the whole thing was a scam and a fraud. And they said they knew, but they were paying them very well. Just bring that part back a little bit.
He told the New Yorker that we were part of the con and we knew it. Like they knew they were doing this.
So the employees admitted they knew that what they were doing with this organization, it was a scam. Okay? The hands behind them were people set up to monitor, was a group set up to monitor people they don't like, which we were number 3 on their list. We're going to get to that in a minute. We're going to get to that in a minute. We're going to get to that in a minute. But I got to take y'all down memory lane because this was a while back. And we've been getting attacked and we've been getting flack for it. There's places that denied us access to certain things because of them putting us on their list. Okay, they put the Ku Klux Klan at the bottom of the list, and they put us as number 3 on their list of people, of entities to watch. And when we was telling y'all about it, everybody was dismissing it. Now the Lord gave us some time. Now they're being exposed for evil, lying organization that was collecting hundreds of millions of dollars telling lies. Let it play.
What do you know about it, and why is this such a big deal of what happened?
Well, when I first saw the push notification that the SPLC was being indicted on felonies, multiple felonies, my first thought was, oh, come on, we have nothing better to do. And then I clicked on it, and I read the article, and I said, oh, shit, these are real crimes. Real crimes. The kind of crime.
So they are the real, you got this precious white man here saying that these are real crimes. These are felonies that these people, the things that they're doing. And when they was attacking us, nobody was backing us. Okay, there were other people smacking us while they was attacking us. Let it play.
Where their documentary, you either did it or you didn't do it. And if they've got documentary evidence that they did it, this could be the end of the SPLC.
Literally.
I think it could be.
Well, so I'm watching the opposition to see what their argument is. You know, the current president reacted. I don't know if you saw his clip or not. He said, yeah, you know what? You know how they're spinning it? Here's what they're saying. They're saying this is so unfair because this was our way of paying informants to learn more about the organization.
I knew they were going to say that.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Like journalists who buy one share of stock so that they can go to the stock holders meeting and,
they're spinning it in a way to say, shame on them to do this. These are people that are doing great work. That was the guy who responded, claiming that's what they're doing in the past. So what do you think about that?
I think that is weak because what they're being accused of doing is giving money to the Ku Klux Klan, giving money to Nazi groups.
Wait. Can we just let the audience hear where they were paying Ku Klux Klan white supremacists? They were paying. That's where your money that you gave, it was going back to the Ku Klux Klan that was lynching black people, burning crosses on the lawns of black people's homes, firebombing churches. That's what this entity is responsible for, to giving these people money. A racist entity was paying racists to do their work and then attacking us who's trying to defend our people. Let it play.
Is giving money to the Ku Klux Klan, giving money to Nazi groups, laundering money. There are very clear laws, very specific laws about money laundering. You can't do it. You can't do it. And so why launder it in the first place? Again, what the Justice Department is accusing them of doing is documented.
Now, the Justice Department may cover it up because they covered up Epstein stuff. The bottom line is it's out. Even if it goes nowhere, which I doubt if it'll go anywhere, because some of the most richest, powerful hands are in there. They're just going to sit down with the president the same way they sat down with Pam Bondi, who was over the Justice Department, and no indictments, nobody got in trouble for the evil that was being done on Epstein Island. It's got to be the same thing now, but it's just good. We need to make you aware of this because your family members, your friends, and everybody else, when you tell your people you're a part of us, and they do a Google search, they say, oh, you're with that group, Israel United in Christ, and the SPLC has them on their hate list. So we just want, you have a way to respond now that these people are criminals. They're money launderers. They finance the KKK. They finance white supremacist hate groups. Let it play.
And so they're going to have their day in court just like everybody else, and they can make that argument, certainly.
Yeah, I saw lists of Moms of Liberty was on that group.
Right.
I think we had the leader of Moms of Liberty on the podcast, Rob. If I'm not mistaken, she was phenomenal. They had TPUSA on that list. They had different groups, but they didn't have Antifa on that group. They didn't have, and even there's Rob, go to what's his name? Stossel. John Stossel. Can you go on YouTube and go to John Stossel? I want to give him credit on this. John Stossel has done a lot of work on SPLC. And just type in SPLC if you could. Just type in SPLC John Stossel, one from 2 years ago. That one right there. Go to about minute, and we'll give credit to John. If you want to go subscribe to his channel, Rob, let's make sure we put the link below as well. So if people want to go support him. So John Stossel, go about minute, keep going. I'll tell you, keep going, about minute 4. So keep going. No, that's not minute. That's minute 1. Keep going. Minute 4, Rob. Keep going. He's at, okay, right there. Press play. Watch what they find here. Go ahead.
Which is in offshore accounts, Caymans and places like that.
How do you know?
Oh, we look at their 990s.
Pause it right there.
The 990.
The 990 shows that they were taking money. Press play. It's going to show Cayman.
Islands?
Right there.
Now
So
the
they're
Southern Poverty Law Center calls groups that simply oppose sexually explicit content in schools anti-government extremists. Moms for Liberty and Moms for America are on the hate map because they dare do things like seek school board seats to try to stop districts from disregarding opinions
Now, keep
of
in mind,
parents.
Stossel
Give
is
me
not a
break.
Republican. He's
No.
a libertarian.
No, he's a
Yeah,
libertarian.
he's a libertarian.
A well-known one.
A very well-known one,
Yep.
yeah. So, you know, if this goes, I wonder what the positioning is going to be. I wonder who's going to come out defending them. How much money did they have in the account? I don't know why I saw it went from 50 million to 100 million to 200 million.
Oh, my God.
What is the, how much total money have they raised?
They're almost at $1 billion. They're at like 800 and something million plus. Let it play.
Total amount of, but I don't know why I saw 720 million. Maybe that was have they total raised? They've raised a lot of money. Oh, there you go. Okay, total assets in 2024. Look at that. 786.7, and some reports noting it's 822. When I saw 720 million, I said they cannot be that powerful.
That is
Their endowment was
shocking.
822.
Shocking.
Look at the kind of power you have with that, what you could do.
Yeah, that's incredible. I got to say also on the 990s, I was the king of the 990s at the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. The 990s will tell you...
Okay. Let's stop that. Now I have to take y'all down memory lane. Well, when they did a video against us and they were attacking us, play the other video. And everybody was doing videos against us, and we just had to weather the storm and keep nice and warm. Put the volume and the timestamp. I said, this was our response when they were attacking us. And they had us in the newspaper. And they were telling people not to join us. And they were trying to destroy us. What's going on, man?
Sir, go watch. Watch what he says. Listen carefully.
Itself?
No, go
Yes,
back. You're starting too late. Go back to her again. Right there.
750.
Yeah, 750.
White people have
Pause it.
this.
How many of you remember this lady that worked with them, and she was doing the expose on us and trying to turn the public against us? Now remember, what she was doing was paying people to get information to turn public opinion against us. She says it in this video. Let it play.
You know, horrific. It's like white people are genetically driven to destroy black people.
They are.
In comparison
Pause it. How many of y'all remember him? Take me off the screen. Take me off the screen. How many of y'all remember him? We haven't brought him up for years. Remember, he was with us. They contact him, and all of a sudden he was on a campaign to destroy us. Now, we now know, because there's a paper trail, that they were paying people to give them information to try to take us down. He had zero information. He tried to record the leaders. Anytime there was an altercation, anytime there was an argument, he took paperwork that we had, any documents he had, he photographed stuff. Okay, so now we understand what their motive of operation was and why he was going so aggressively to reach out to Southern Poverty Law Center. It took some time, but now we know why he committed the crime. And you know what? This was a long time ago, so I'm not as my feelings that I was when the betrayal first came, and he was lying on us, and he was photographing our documents and taking texts and secretly recording us, and then this lady was instructing him on how to destroy us just for teaching the Bible. And I'm like, this is crazy, because this is going to go down in history. You can make a movie about the stuff that we experienced. This was our first Judas Iscariot. Now, we know that there's many more. We know that there's more people sitting amongst us, because you saw they got almost $100 million. The guy said 800, and they can put people on a payroll to come and listen to us and try to attack us. Okay, but when he was doing it, a lot of people was listening to him because he sat around us for so long, and he was recording us and showing text messages and photographing any receipts that he could, and nothing that he did worked. But I just want to show y'all that it wasn't no paranoia, that exactly what we were saying about him, it was warranted, because some of y'all was mad when I kept going in on him. Some of y'all was very, very mad. But all praises to the Most High. Let's listen to the lie. Let it play.
Community itself, yes, they're a hate group.
Stop.
Stop.
In comparison to the Israelite community, yes, we are a hate group.
They were pause it. They were trying to get him to convince the public that we teach hate. But too many people, we're so open with everything that we show, it wasn't going to stick. Okay? I don't know where I am now. Let it play.
Community itself, yes, they're a hate group.
Stop. Stop. In comparison to the Israelite community, yes, we are a hate group. That's why I keep saying to y'all, this guy is not Israel. I'm telling you straight up. His actions say he is not Jake. Jake does not say things like this or do the things he's doing or move how he's moving. Not that he's light-skinned. I got light-skinned kids.
That's right.
That's
nonsense.
nonsense.
Got nothing to do. You could pan the camera.
My kids are waffle-skinned.
And see
so
people
I don't like
here.
light-skinned stuff.
That's right. They're trying
White,
to
yellow
make
kids.
They're trying to make it a color.
Yo,
pause it. You see, I ain't have no gray hair 10 years ago. Damn, I ain't have no gray hairs. Now I look old. Damn. Let it play.
He's trying to make a color thing.
He's trying to do it. What does the devil mean? Deceiver. That's what that man is, bro. He deceived all of us. He's a deceiver. As far as him saying he's exposing us, the only thing that he exposed us on, we made a mistake bringing him in here.
Right.
That's the only thing.
That's it.
Okay, he ain't exposing nothing else. With the camps, it's like, oh, he's exposing you. What you're exposing, let me make it clear, was that we didn't see you for the devil you was. You exposing yourself.
So the dude said that in the Israelite community, we are the hate group. Now, when you examine when we teach, all Israelite groups, I'll say one West groups, have different breakdowns, right? But we all agree on a number of things. We're all Israelites, right? And we all believe the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. Do we not believe that? All of us, despite our ideological differences, we all know who Israel is, who the enemy is, who the devil is. The Bible tells you until the wicked is revealed, the end cannot come. So all Israelites, the ones that go on the street and teach like they're supposed to, they know this. So how is it that out of all the groups, we're the hate group? If all of us teach that exact same thing. This dude, Satan entered this guy. Satan stepped into this dude.
Just like Judas Iscariot.
Either he is a Jake, and Satan is using him like a car, just driving him around.
That's right.
Or he's straight up genetically an Edomite. It's one or the other. It can't be no different in between. This behavior here I am in awe.
That's right.
At this guy.
That's right.
We did much for this brother. Brother, I don't know who the hell he is. We did much for this dude. Much for him.
That's right.
And to go about and to say that on a BBC network that we're a hate group above the Israelite
With no
community.
shame.
And he said earlier, he saw us change. How can a hate group change lives, bring people together as a family? That's hypocrisy.
Help me here. He was there in the beginning of the organization when we wasn't even wearing purple and gold, bringing his wife, bringing his children, bringing his second wife. At what point did he say, wait a minute, how did I get here? They hate white people. They're a cult. They're a hate group. When did that happen? When did that transition come? You've been here 13 plus years. At what point did you wake up and say, I'm in the wrong place? You see what I mean? It's always when their time to leave. Now all of these things come to them now. They hear a voice behind them saying, get out and attack them. That's what's happening to them, bro. That's what they're like. Pause it. Yo, this is just crazy to me. You don't realize how much time has passed and how much energy went into defending ourselves 10 years ago to see now that these people that he aligned with was trying to destroy us. And some of y'all got mad when I was clapping back. Our age responding to this evil of these people. What number we at? Go to 40. Press play.
In the ideology of postmodernism, which regards
That's the lady's name.
Western civilization, especially in the United States, as an endlessly dreary tale of oppression in the service of white supremacy.
And that's the woman that was attacking us. So we had to look her up. Okay? And we were reading articles on the people she said she was attacking. Now we know she was quietly backing, giving them money. If you look at the bottom of the paragraph, it says, those of us who are alarmed at the extremism of the SPLC should not forget that it, blank topic, work against. She said that they were formulated to work against the Ku Klux Klan. Y'all see it in the bottom of the page. Now they have proof working, that proof showing that they were giving money to the Ku Klux Klan, which is the reason why our organization exists, to go against hatred towards our people. Okay, she said that she won lawsuits against the Ku Klux Klan. Now we found out that they're giving them millions of dollars to this day. So it was all fake. It was all fake. And they had a spy sitting amongst us to go and help them to try to tear us down. So that's why he was making things up. That's why he was recording us. That's why he was trying to turn members against us. And y'all remember, I was going back and forth for years trying to address all the allegations. So y'all don't know how good this feels now to show that we was telling the truth all along and these people were dead wrong. Moving up to 44.
Across the country.
Jump down. Go to political. Political quoted this observation.
Political quoted this observation from Cornell law professor William Jacobson. Time and again, I see the SPLC using the reputation it gained decades ago, fighting the Klan as a tool to bludgeon mainstream politically conservative opponents. For groups that do not threaten violence, the use of SPLC hate group or extremist designations frequently are exploited as an excuse to silence speech and speakers.
That's what their agenda is, to silence us by saying we're a hate group. And we're not threatened, they're not threatening or violent, but they use this as a way to silence speech and speakers. Go ahead.
It taints not only the group or person, but others who associate with them.
But makes all those look bad. So when the Israelites are attacked, it's not just us being attacked, it's all of us fall under that same banner.
Right.
All of us.
Right. For you stupid leaders that side with that dude, y'all are with that devil. Y'all are under Southern poverty law too. A lot of you one West Cramp, all of you all are up there. You know what I mean? And you all side with that demon Bezaliah.
Because they hate us.
You know, because you all hate us.
That's right.
But in him attacking us, your stupid behind is being attacked too. That's what you all don't understand. Me as a leader, I understand. Even though these brothers, we don't rock with them because of the evil that they speak of us. We like to rock with them, but when we sit back and we listen to stuff, we be like, nah, these guys hate us.
We'll look like fools.
We can't rock with these guys. They hate us, man.
Right.
They secretly hate us. You know, so even though in all of that, we'll never side with the enemy or side with nobody to go against these guys.
That's right.
You know what I mean? We'll never do that because we as a leader understand that they go against these guys, they go against you, or they go against us. You understand? Esau does not separate us and be like, okay, well, that's IUIC. Okay, no, this is another Israelite group. That is another Israelite group. I'm just coming for IUIC. I'm leaving all of you all alone. No, Esau don't work like that. You know what I mean? First and foremost, he go for the head first. He go for the headshot. And then he get rid of the stragglers that's left behind, you know?
Now, she's part of SPLC, correct? Now, recently they were exposed. The SPLC itself was exposed. For what? Go down. Blow it up some. This should be a short article. That's the founder right there. The co-founder. That's him right there. Go down. Watch this. Read that.
Let me read it.
Yeah, they said.
The co-founder of the Southern Poverty Law Center, a deep-pocketed left-wing civil rights organization, was fired on Wednesday.
Fired. Go ahead.
Morris Dees, a prominent lawyer who founded the SPLC in 1971, was reportedly forced out due to workplace misconduct. Though the organization didn't specify what that misconduct was, they kept it secret and hidden. The Los Angeles Times reported a letter signed by about 24 employees and sent to management and the board of directors before the news broke of Dees' firing said that they were concerned that the internal allegations of mistreatment, sexual harassment, gender discrimination, and racism threaten the moral authority of this organization and our integrity along with it.
So these things are found in the SPLC, where they're able to label racist and discriminative groups.
Okay, and that's what they're accusing us of that.
Right.
Okay? If they hear any issue, if it's magnified. Anything happen here, it gets magnified. These are supposed to be the people watching out for you. And look what their leaders are doing, man.
Yep. Read the bottom right there. Read that. The sham group.
The sham group, Southern Poverty Law Center, amassed over $500 million in cash offshore accounts. Why do you put money offshore? You don't have to pay taxes. You don't have to declare it to the government. You hide it.
Yep.
Okay? $500 million in cash offshore accounts, but a front for uber liberal political causes while smearing Christian conservatives.
While smearing Christians who are against gay marriages. Go ahead.
Its founder just fired, accused of, wait for it, racism. Exactly what they're accusing us of is exactly what they have to get rid of the founder for. You see the hypocrisy? You see the lies? You see the guile?
So the SPLC is no longer, or never was, a notable source.
That's right.
To claim to call somebody a hate group. We can go out of that now. That's done. Go to BBC News article now. The BBC News article. We had it up earlier, not the video with this demon on here. Get this flowery shirt.
Get that monster off there. Okay, hey, nobody's safe around him, bro. All y'all people that's in his circle, because he like to move into people's house, y'all not safe. Okay?
He's a vagabond. It's like Esau. BBC News. The murder of Joy Morgan.
Okay, stop it. You can take that off. You can take that off. You could give me my chat back. You don't know how the Most High don't come when you call him. He's there when you need him. And that took a lot from us going back and forth, try to prove to the public that we did nothing wrong. But it was a taste of what we could expect with how quickly people turned against us when that liar was doing videos. I don't even remember the names of a lot of the other people. I don't care about them. They're irrelevant. But we put a lot of energy into defending ourselves. And that's what molded us into what you see today. This was never a walk in the park. We was fighting in the dark because we were surrounded by sharks. We literally had traitors, powerful entities with money trying to destroy us and lie on us and defame us. And their entire agenda was racism because they didn't want us to rise up and show our people where to look inside the most powerful book on the face of the planet. That's the only reason why they targeted us. Because we were showing our people who they are in the Bible and giving them awareness and bringing them back to God as it is written. And we became public enemy number one. And I'm just, like, this been on my mind all week. You know, because sometimes you don't know, the Most High is molding you, and at the same time, he's holding you. And you don't know where it's going to go. You just got to weather the storm. But I remember all the people that attacked us, and I'm thankful for all you people that backed us. And I know that our audience is here because they genuinely care. Because y'all could have easily abandoned us like the rest of the people did. Y'all could have easily followed the lies and the slander. And look how far it's come now to us with ministries all over the world. If I wasn't such a tough guy, I would start crying right now. But I'm too tough. I'm too tough right here. I'm too tough.
Yeah.
I'm too tough. One day they're gonna write a book about this. I'm gonna be sitting now. I'm gonna have my cane, and I'm gonna be with the grandbabies, and I'm gonna be telling them about all the battles that we had to go through. Okay. I just had to get that one out first. But listen, there's a lot of hatred in this world, a lot of racism, a lot of evil people. Give me that man that was getting beat up in New York City on Monday. This is a police. And all praises, this sister had the courage to pull her camera out and record. She was right there with the beating. They were so involved in beating this black man, they didn't even pay attention to her. She wasn't even hiding her phone. She was just right there recording them. Play the first one. No. I labeled it about the cops beat a man. Let me see it on my screen here, please. Not up there. What it says?
Fox 5, NYPD investigating violent
messed me up. I want the one that says violent arrest. Yes. Then after that, there's one that says they got the wrong man. What's going on? What's the hold up? Play this game too.
You read was all like abhorrent.
That's what NBC said.
Nobody black is saying that.
That's because they were. That's because those comments were abhorrent, and the reason why we have to defend these young women is because no one else will. The reason why we have to punish anonymous is because if we don't stand up and speak out, no one else will, and comments like this will continue to be mainstream in public space.
What if this was your daughter? A viral video of a violent arrest by the NYPD, reigniting long simmering tensions between the department and Mayor Zohran Mamdani. Fox 5's Linda Schmidt joins us outside the liquor store in Carroll Gardens where that arrest went down. She has the latest. Linda.
Yeah, good afternoon.
You know what's crazy?
Richard. Well, law enforcement source is telling me the two officers that you are back.
They look so involved in whooping his ass like they do this on the regular. They didn't even, it's either they didn't care that they were being recorded or they just was, this is a regular day at the office for them. Well, watch this.
In that video that's gone viral, they are veteran narcotics detectives working out of Brooklyn North, and that they believed that the man that they were arresting had been involved in a drug sale. Well, now those two detectives, their guns and their shields have been taken away while the NYPD's Internal Affairs Bureau investigates this incident. But go ahead, take a look at this video here right now, because again, this is the video that has gone viral. This happened at a liquor store, which is at the corner of Baltic and Hoyt Streets here in Brooklyn. The video is about 7.5 minutes long, and you can see the two detectives repeatedly punching the man, and then he either falls into or gets thrown into a counter of food there, a rack of shelves. He falls to the ground, and then they drag him to the front door. Now, during this video, you don't hear the video because there's a lot of cursing by one of the people, the woman who is recording this video. But you can hear her screaming, "Why are you punching him? Why are you punching him?" And then you can also hear the police yelling at him repeatedly, telling him to stop resisting, and roll over and put your hands behind your back. Now, Mayor Mamdani saw this video. It was posted on X, and then he reposted it with a statement saying that officers should never treat a person this way. And the police commissioner, Jessica Tisch, she was at a press conference earlier today on an unrelated topic, and she was asked about this incident, and here is what she had to say.
Yes, I have seen the video. I have been briefed on it, and this matter is under internal review by our Internal Affairs Bureau, and we'll have more to say about it as that investigation unfolds. But I understand the community interest in it because it is an upsetting video. I believe that the two officers have been or are being modified at this time.
And once again, their guns and shields have been taken away while the Internal Affairs Bureau investigates this incident. In the meantime, you know, this liquor store is right here. It's on my left-hand side. There was a major press conference that just wrapped up about 20 minutes ago. It had community activists here, including Black Lives Matter, clergy, as well as a city council member, and the woman who was inside the liquor store at the time who shot that viral video. Here's what she had to say.
What happened yesterday was unjust. These officers need to be arrested right away. Not another day can go by without them being free in the streets. I'm scared for my life. I'm scared for people that
Pause
look
it, pause
like
it, pause
me.
it. If she didn't have to be in that store, happened to be in that store recording, they would have got away with this. And this is normal where we live. This is regular. Okay, pull it back a little bit. Right there.
What happened yesterday was unjust. These officers need to be arrested right away. Not another day can go by without them being free in the streets. I'm scared for my life. I'm scared for people that look like me. They need to be locked up right now.
Now, the NYPD's largest police union, they issued a statement basically saying that the mayor should never prejudge any incident that involves New York City police officers, and they feel that this has been a rush to judgment. I also have a statement here from the detectives union because, as I said, the two are veteran narcotics detectives who work out of Brooklyn North. And this is what their union had to say. Quote, NYPD detectives put their lives on the line daily, doing the dangerous work politicians would never have the courage to do. Narcotics detectives arrest you and tell you to put your hands behind your back and don't comply. What do you think happens? We deserve all the facts before anyone rushes to judgment.
So their response was, we deserve to have all the facts. They were mad that the mayor denounced it and put the video up. So they were saying the mayor rushed to judgment. Let's see from this next video if the mayor rushed to judgment.
It's good to be with you tonight. I'm Christine Johnson, and we begin here at 6 with a CBS News New York exclusive. A Brooklyn man bloodied and beaten after a violent arrest by two NYPD detectives that was caught on camera. And tonight, police admit they arrested the wrong man.
What did they admit? They had the wrong guy. They beat up an innocent person for nothing. He got his ass whooped because he was black and he wouldn't put his hands behind his back. And that's the normal response to you just going into the store to buy something and people just coming and running up on you. Because the initial, what they wrote was, oh, when we tell you put your hands behind your back, just do it. No, if you didn't do nothing wrong, look what they did to that man's face, who just got off work, that was just getting something to drink to wind down. Let it play. Let's hear what he got to say.
That was caught on camera. And tonight, police admit they arrested the wrong man. Only our Masa Saidi sat down with him and his family, who said he feared for his life. We do need to warn you, the video is disturbing to watch.
The video starts as the arrest is unfolding. You see two NYPD detectives holding the man by his arms. Then they punch him.
Dead in his face. Look at that. Haymakers in his face.
The man's head slams into glass bottles. They drag him by his feet.
Like an animal.
The nearly 8-minute video was taken Tuesday at a liquor store on Hoyt and Baltic.
I pray none of this ever happens to anyone else. And I want justice.
Timothy Brown tells me he was attacked without explanation while buying wine after work. He's a security guard and home health aide.
What did they say?
He said, you're under arrest. I remember being grabbed and shoved, and he said, don't resist. And I said, I'm not resisting. They slammed me up against the glass, you know, repeatedly hitting me in the temple and my head. You know, you see my eyes black. I just thank God that I'm alive. That's all I can say.
Tonight, NYPD's Internal Affairs Bureau is investigating. Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch says the officers have been placed on modified duty with their guns and shields removed.
We'll have more to say about it as that investigation unfolds, but I understand the community interest in it because it is an upsetting video.
How did this happen? The NYPD says police were looking for a drug dealer's associate wearing green shorts. They spotted someone nearby who matched that description and tried to arrest him. Brown was initially charged with resisting arrest and obstruction, but now all charges have been dropped. His mom, Donna Brown, tells me the video left her outraged.
And I was like, you know what? I'm going back to the precinct to make sure he's going to be okay. Excuse me. Because I felt like the police was going to beat him up some more. It's disgusting. It really is. It's disgusting. And they do it all the time to our black and brown people, all the time.
And lots of reaction tonight. Mayor Mamdani calls the video unacceptable. He says officers should never treat a person this way. Meantime, the Union for NYPD Detectives says police put their lives on the line every single day. They say if you don't comply during an arrest, what do you think is going to happen? But KJ, what happened is what is under investigation.
Well, even the commissioner there admitting that the video is hard to watch. Yeah. I know you spent some time there in the community when you were speaking with this gentleman today. Wondering how this has affected the neighbors there.
Well, police say they were there because of the community. People had been complaining about drug sales, so police were doing a sweep. But some community members tell me they feel that this crossed the line. They held a rally earlier today. Take a listen to what they had to say.
With nothing. Speak to. Right. Speak to. They beat him worse than you would see somebody beat a dog. Speak to. It was a savage beating. Speak to. Right. And the people from New York City have come together and said no more. No more. No more. No more.
You can hear them. They're calling for justice and accountability.
Absolutely. Masa, thank you for bringing that gentleman's voice to our broadcast here tonight. We appreciate it. It's good.
All the black spouses in these pictures are dead.
Pause it.
All the white spouses.
So, let me get my chat back. This is what goes on in New York on a regular. Y'all don't think when we be saying this stuff, we just saying it just to talk. Okay? That man was just minding his business. And they walked in there and beat the crap out of him. And it's sad because it could have been any of us with the wrong color shorts on. They just targeted him. They was like, the person we looking for got green shorts, grab him. That's crazy. Now, we spoke about this before, but I didn't know this guy been keeping track of how many times this been happening with the, I just want to move through the videos quickly because I got a couple of them. They say wrong time, wrong place, but it's last days, end times, revelation. They'll give a description after they see a black man, ironically. Damn, just imagine, anybody with green shorts could have got their ass whooped like that. That's just crazy to me. So this guy been monitoring the situation with that girl that got killed in Africa, that they're saying she killed herself, and just conflicting reports. Now they're saying that the man was cool with the people from the hotel. People are asking for video surveillance of what took place in the hotel. They haven't gave it up yet. So just give it some time. But look at this, what he showed here. I found this interesting for you people because the Bible is against interracial couples. But look what he shows here. Let that play real quick.
spouses in these pictures are dead. All the white spouses.
Because you got black people that are racist against their own people. But look what he shows here.
Telvin Osborne said he would rather F a dog than F a black woman, but the dog gotta be white.
So this black guy here, the one right there with the jeans with the other white woman, he said he'd rather have sex with a dog than have sex with a black woman. And the dog has to be a white dog. That's the black guy you see right there with the blue jeans with the white woman hugging it up with her. Let it play again.
Summy, whatever his last name is, did nothing but fetish over white women and degrade black men and black women. And Ashley Janae said ever since she was in the 3rd grade, she's been wanting to have mixed babies, and the black men wake up every day and embarrass black women. If you gonna date outside of your race, you are entitled to. But if you gonna disgrace your own people, delete it right now. Because the moment you get out of here, boy, they gonna find it, boy. And they gonna disrespect you. The type of person that disrespects their own race, uplift another, is the worst type of person to me. But rest in peace to everybody involved. All the black.
So everybody in that picture is dead. All the black people in that picture, they died. Can we put the picture back? Okay, and the key thing that they had in common was they was disrespecting their own people and praising being with white people, and they're dead. So I didn't want to play the other video that they had. I just took this short because this is not just one incident. This is multiple. And for that man, I was looking at the post he was saying before that white woman killed him. He said he'd rather have sex with a dog before he has sex with a black woman. And that other woman with the man there that disappeared in Africa, she said she'd been dreaming about mixed babies since she was in the 3rd grade. Let's move on from that one. I just threw that one in there. Give me the Candace Owens.
Candace Owens is just one resentful ghetto black bitch. Like, that's literally what she is. She's a racist too. Like, you could listen to this, and I'm not a racist person, right? Like, I don't hate black people, but I say she's a ghetto black bitch because you have to listen to the way that she has so much resentment for white girls, like white girls with blonde hair and blue eyes. And, you know, I'm originally a blonde too. I have blonde hair and blue eyes, right? Maybe that's why Candace has so much resentment towards me. But listen to the way that she describes how traumatizing it was for her to go on a play date as a young black girl in Connecticut at the home of a wealthy white blonde girl with blue eyes. And she really sees Erica Kirk as that white blonde girl that got everything that she wanted while her mommy and daddy didn't love her. Mommy and daddy didn't love me, and I was jealous of the white blonde girl growing up who had mommy and daddy, so now I'm going to dedicate my life to destroying every pretty white blonde girl that has a happy family, because I don't have a happy family. I don't have a happy family, and my husband is allegedly getting his ass plunged by Milo Yiannopoulos, so I'm going to destroy everything that I've wanted to destroy since I was a young little black girl whose parents didn't love her. Candace Owens.
Yo, this is crazy how she just casually calls her. Play it again from the beginning.
Candace Owens is just one resentful ghetto black bitch. Like that's literally what she is. She's a racist too. Like you could listen to this, and I'm not a racist person, right? Like I don't hate black people, but I say she's a ghetto black bitch because you have to listen to the way that she has so much resentment for white girls, like white girls with blonde hair and blue eyes. And you know, I'm originally a blonde too. I have blonde hair and blue eyes, right? Maybe that's why Candace has so much resentment towards me. But listen to the way that she describes how traumatizing it was for her to go on a play date as a young black girl in Connecticut at the home of a wealthy white blonde girl with blue eyes. And she really sees Erica Kirk as that white blonde girl that got everything that she wanted while her mommy and daddy didn't love her. Mommy and daddy didn't love me, and I was jealous of the white blonde girl growing up who had mommy and daddy, so now I'm going to dedicate my life to destroying every pretty white blonde girl that has a happy family, because I don't have a happy family. I don't have a happy family, and my husband is allegedly getting his ass plunged by Milo Yiannopoulos, so I'm going to destroy everything that I've wanted to destroy since I was a young little black girl whose parents didn't love her. Candace.
Hey, this video, it doesn't show where she says, play this one here. Because they was doing a lot of commentaries. And that one left out something that I wanted y'all to hear her say. It's around 6:30 where she makes the statement. Give me 1 second. You know what? I don't even care. She said enough there. I don't want to keep searching. But I just want to show you because Candace Owens been going hard to defend, to get to the bottom of what happened with Charlie Kirk. And his wife is upset. And she recruits this other woman to call her a black bitch on just like nothing. Okay, so people are in an uproar, but I'm just saying they calling us the racists. Okay, they're calling us the racists for going into the Bible and showing you the hatred that we have to deal with on a regular basis. But they're calling us the racists. Yes, that's the one I was looking for. Well, she called her nappy head. Let's just play it. Play this one. See, these people like to beep the stuff out. I wanted the raw footage. That's why I was like, y'all need to hear it for your own self. But him, he beeps the stuff out because he says it's so offensive. No, I think y'all need to hear it because a lot of y'all be thinking that giving these people a pass. Play this one here that I'm sending you now. I think he beeped it out. In her page, where I got that from, they edited because she called her nappy-headed black bitch.
Laura Loomer calls Candace Owens a nappy-headed B-word. Here's the background.
And for some reason, there's a lot of people that are really afraid of this nappy-headed black bitch who just has a lot to say, but not really a lot to offer. So I'm not afraid of Candace Owens, and I'm happy to match her energy. I'm happy to wrestle in the mud with that bitch. And
Wrestle in the mud, you say. According to Candace Owens, Laura Loomer has been sexually assaulting young men at a serial level. Here's the accusation. Here it is.
Laura Loomer is also a malignant sexual predator and has been repeatedly accused since the beginning of her career of raping and sexually assaulting men. That is not a typical thing that men come out with, that men come out and say, a woman sexually assaulted me, right? Take, for example, Alan Jacoby. This happened just last week, 10 days ago. Laura Loomer is a sexual predator psychopath. I was, in fact, a victim of her wrath. Loomer and I spent the day with President Trump at Bedminster watching the golf tournament from the president's box. She asked me several times for a selfie. As you can see, that lean line does not lie. She constantly got uncomfortably close to me. She groped me in the parking lot, grabbing my crotch very aggressively and demanding that I come back to her New York City hotel room to engage in some vile, descriptive sexual activities. She's an absolute psychopath who preys on men who she thinks that she can manipulate. She's a menace to society. There's a video, if it has been going viral many times, of Laura trying to seduce a young man who is clearly uncomfortable on camera. Take a look at this.
Your hair and your eyes look so good. You're like beautiful.
Thank you.
You're like an Aryan degenerate goddess.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you, thank you. You're Aryan too.
I know, but I'm Jewish.
It's okay.
Because you're such a cutie.
Don't mess my hair up, God.
I'm gonna tell you a secret. Like, do you know so many people in this movement who preach trad life are like people on the side and like cheating on their partners? Like,
that's so bad.
Like they're not even like really trad life. Like,
Milo Yiannopoulos similarly described, and again, he published this, her repeated assault on a young Brazilian man who worked on her campaign.
Well, I distanced myself because she used to force herself on young male volunteers, 20, 21-year-olds. She would climb into bed with these volunteers and them off in the middle of the night. So
These accusations are disturbing, obviously. Laura Loomer responds, as you heard, by calling Candace Owens the messenger of the allegations, a nappy-headed black B-word. Now, we know Laura Loomer is racist. And by the way, there was also a rumor that she was Donald Trump's side piece. You can find that online as well. And
so she should have said, my hair is nappy, but at least I'm not a nasty whore. Okay? The naps are natural. You being a whore is despicable. Now, the reason why I was focusing on the nappy-headed comment is because white people love to say that. Y'all probably ain't going to remember this one. I spoke about this when it came out also. But it reminded me of I sent you another video. It is, yes. Remember, this guy just said it openly also. His radio show got canceled because there was some young girls, a basketball team, and they were doing good. And this old, decrepit TV, radio guy just called all the girls nappy-headed, same thing.
The whole country is buzzing following Don Imus's comments on his radio show about the Rutgers University women's basketball team.
Oh, some rough girls from Rutgers, man. They got tattoos and some hardcore hoes. That's some nappy-headed hoes there.
Imus then apologized for the comments at length on his radio show this morning.
I'm sorry I did that. I'm embarrassed that I did that. I did a bad thing. But I'm a good person.
And then this afternoon, Imus appeared on the Reverend Al Sharpton's radio program to explain himself and made some more comments that some people say could be just as bad as the original one.
It's like the old country song, God may forgive you, but I won't. Jesus may love you, but I don't. So I can't get any place with you people, but I can get someplace with Jesus.
Who is you people, Mr.
You and this woman I'm talking to.
Joining us now with more on this developing story is Dr. Mark Lamont Hill of Temple University, radio talk show host, nationally syndicated Armstrong Williams, and right here in our New York studio, comedian, radio personality Patrice O'Neill. All right.
What's up?
How you doing? Welcome back. Good to see you. Did the
Now,
CBS and
pause it. They put that comedian Patrice O'Neill in the middle of the two white men to dismiss it, to take it lightly. Okay, listen to his response, because you always got to get that token Negro that's like, I'll defend you, Mr. White Man. I'll make it go away. And this was the token Negro that they use to make it go away. Listen to what this guy got to say about the comment.
the right thing?
No. What are they accomplishing after 2 weeks? And what are they accomplishing? What are y'all trying
Go
to
after him.
accomplish? I don't understand where this is going.
And so, no, seriously, you don't find anything wrong with those comments?
It's something wrong with the comments, but you act like Don Imus and Kramer are like malignant spots, but the whole country.
You say you. I didn't even give you my opinion yet.
White people. I know what your opinion is,
White
John.
people.
Yes, and that whole thing you read was all like abhorrent.
That's what NBC said.
Nobody black is saying that.
That's because they were. That's because those comments were abhorrent, and the reason why we have to defend these young women is because no one else will. The reason why we have to punish Don Imus is because if we don't stand up and speak out, no one else will, and comments like this will continue to be mainstream in public space.
Well, what if this was your daughter who worked so hard, reached the championship, and some dopey radio host says something like that? You wouldn't like it.
First of all, have you had any of those girls on?
I will invite them on.
What do you think?
They've commented to NBC in New York, and they're furious.
Of course, that ain't the real.
These are their words.
What do you think they really said when they heard that? They didn't go, "Oh, that's outrageous." They went, "I know he didn't call me no nappy-headed hoe." That's what they said. I know that cracker didn't say nappy-headed hoe. That's what they said. They wasn't outraged.
Yeah, but we can't base our indignation on those 8 young women. It's quite possible, because of the way black women are treated in America, that they were used to hearing such things. But it's still inappropriate. We cannot allow our own dignity to be assaulted in that way without a response. And my response doesn't hinge upon those 8 young women who were disrespected. Even if they weren't insulted, I am.
The whole country.
So they put the token Negro to say the black women were not mad, that they don't let that bother them because they're used to being called nappy-headed hoes. You can't make this stuff up, bro. And this is why we can never, ever be taken serious, because you always got some black person that's always trying to get in the middle of what's going on, saying, it's nothing. Let's move on to my next racist topic. Give me I was watching this. This is just a short piece because we grew up on these shows, and white people took credit for them. And I remember very, very young hearing this name to now find out all these years later that they were stealing these shows from black people.
Crazy.
Thought it was a little odd that Norman Lear, this Jewish guy from New Haven, Connecticut, could single-handedly create every single groundbreaking television show featuring working-class black families in the 70s.
I had to fight and argue with Norman Lear for 3 years to show a complete black family on television.
Eric Monte says Norman Lear stole his ideas for shows like Good Times, The Jeffersons, Sanford and Son, and claimed them as his own.
Came to me and he offered me $1 million for a settlement. And I said, for all those shows, no way. So the lawyers came to me and they said, look, take that money because you still have your suit against the networks and the others, but at least we'll get paid. Little Taub and Ornstein had gone out and formed a company with Bud York and Norman Lear's partner. ABC had signed to do the show with that company, and my agent, Bernie Weintraub, had negotiated the deal, all behind my back.
Crazy.
Thought it was a...
You understand, we grew up, all those black shows that you were seeing in the 70s, that man was responsible for them. And the Jewish TV execs were stealing his ideas and taking credit for them. Meanwhile, we were thinking for years that white people were the producers of this content. Okay? A lot of great stuff that we did, there was always oppressive entities diminishing our works or interfering with our productivity and taking the credit for the great things that we did. We grew up on those shows. And white people got, those men are dead now. They got credit for stuff that they were not even responsible for. And this is the level of racism that we got to deal with. That man, they wouldn't even give him what he was worth for putting those shows out or make him do any TV shows that will paint black people in a good light. So this racism goes all the way back to the early TV days when you first saw the black shows coming on. There was always a hand with a plan to keep down the black man. So those shows were nostalgic because I grew up watching them. A lot of you get 30-something, you ain't gonna know. You're not gonna have no clue. If you're in your 30s, you're like, yo, what is he talking about? But if you're like 50, you'll understand. 50 and up, you'll understand. 45, maybe. You're in your 30s, you're clueless. You don't know nothing about what's going on. Okay? But these people, they steal everything. They lie. They don't give credit. And they hope you forget it. Let's get Moab now. Look what these Chinese people are doing. All of y'all need to be aware of how dangerous AI is. They're making fake AI commercials and targeting black people so you could think that you're supporting black businesses. This is crazy. Okay? And it's the same thing they're doing with us also. We went through hell to try to get these Chinese overseas companies to stop replicating our IUIC stuff. They were selling T-shirts with my face on it. Okay, a Chinese website was selling T-shirts with my face. They were selling our hoodies. They were making women's clothes. People were copying us. And now look how far these Chinese people have taken their scams to get money geared towards their products to make you think you're supporting a black-owned business. Watch this.
Apparently, Chinese-owned companies are creating fake black entrepreneurs to sell fake black-owned products, and they're using AI to do it.
Everyone told me nobody would buy an elephant purse from a black woman. I made every one of these with my hands.
This is not a real person. Here's another one.
I design leather cowboy hats.
Wait, are you serious? You design hats?
Every detail. I pick the leather, choose the hardware, design the whole look. Like this one right here. I designed this.
Oh, wow, that is beautiful.
This is AI. Again, this is not a real person. I did the research. These people do not have a name. They do not exist. This is AI. The worst part is when I see these videos, I look in the comments and I see very conscious black supporters who are saying they're going to buy it, or some saying they already bought it. They have no idea that they've been conned.
So this is the length, the extremes that even Chinese people will go to take advantage of us and to make $1 off of us, to get fake AI with fake black women to say that this merchandise is made by black people. Because you see it when you're in the clubhouse and the scammers come in posting, for 200, I'll turn your 200 into 3,000. They know how black people think. All right? They know how black people are. Y'all see stuff and y'all believe everything. But just think that they took time to get 2 fake AI commercials to tug on the heartstrings, because they know the oppression that black people been through, and they know that we want to support blacks. This is how much they study us. They said, let's put a fake commercial with 2 fake black women and make the black community think that you're supporting a black business, but you really supporting Chinese people. This is crazy. We cannot get a break. We cannot get a break. Damn. Let's go to my next video. Give me the florist. Where it says bouquet delivery.
Get the f out. And now viral
You got it?
I'm telling you.
Yes, play that one. Look at this guy here. This one here is the lady was doing a flower delivery and they messed it up. Look how he's talking to her.
I'm telling you. Get the f out. A now viral video garnering millions of views showing an Uber driver being yelled at and repeatedly berated by a Columbus flower shop owner. Then the insults turn racial and misogynistic. Despite the owner's verbal and disturbing attack, the driver, Kimberly Moss, stays calm throughout.
You are that rude.
I met with her son, who posted the video. He says he was shocked.
It's my mom, you know. My mom's the sweetest woman I've ever met,
I went to Valentine's Florals to speak with Ray Valentine, the owner who went on that full tirade in the video. He says it was a misunderstanding over a bouquet delivery return that's gone too far.
I'm not racist. What happened yesterday came across as being racist, and I deeply apologize, and I wish I could make it up to her.
I'm fine. I spoke with a customer who had just bought flowers from Valentine when she heard from another woman in the parking lot about what happened.
That flower shop we just came out of?
Showing her the video taken just the day before.
Yeah, that's shocking. Yeah, because I've been here several times. And they always treated me very nice. Yeah, it makes you think you don't want to come back in.
It's not to be tolerated. These people have to learn. You can't be like that.
Valentine says his business has suffered, receiving hundreds of negative reviews, phone calls, and even death threats, resulting in his business getting delisted from Google, personal and business social medias getting deleted, and unplugging his business phone.
There's threatening messages that they know where I live, they're going to blow up my house, they're going to burn my house down, they're going to burn the business down, so on and so forth.
That's unnecessary, bombing his house. I feel like she should just be exposed, shut his business down, share it, let the world see how much of a monster he is.
Kimberly Moss, the woman in the video, tells me she doesn't bear ill will towards Valentine.
I want this person to be successful. I want this person to succeed at what he's doing. And I also want him to be accountable for his behavior.
Valentine says he is going to take anger management classes and customer service training. On your side in Columbus, Rocky Walker, ABC6 News.
So he's saying he got to take anger management classes after calling her a effing N-word. Get the F out, you effing N-word. I had the original, but I didn't want to play the original. I said I'm just going to play this one here because the way he was berating that woman was just horrible. Telling her, get the hell out, you effing N-word. This is how these people really feel about us. Now that's cameras there, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said it. I feel really, really bad. I'm going to go take anger management classes. This is the way they feel about us. And it's crazy. Well, I got more. This is all within this week, and a part of it was from last week. This is just incident after incident after incident.
Y'all all right?
Okay. I couldn't keep up with how many of these things that I was finding on a regular, and I just happened to be monitoring it to bring something different for y'all to pay attention to. Give me the postal lady. Where it says racist attack on postal worker. Watch this.
Attacked while on the job. You see some of the video. Police say that's what happened to a postal worker who was caught a racial slur as she was delivering the mail, then sprayed with water and nearly run over multiple times.
Police say Lourdes Portuguese is now behind bars and charged with this violent attack. NBC6's Kim Nguyen in Miami with more on what happened and how the victim is doing tonight, Kim.
Yeah, well, police say that the victim was not hurt, but she was shaken up by all of this. Surveillance video captures part of the incident.
Surveillance video captures the moment right before police say a woman tried to run over a mail carrier. The SUV makes a U-turn, then you hear it speed off, leaving a trail of dust. Moments later, police get to the scene. Another video shows the mail carrier near her truck after calling for help. Police say the woman behind the wheel was Lourdes Portuguese, who is now in jail on 2 counts of aggravated assault. Police say the 34-year-old attacked a postal worker delivering mail to her home and called her a racial slur.
She had no reason to be mad at this mail carrier. She was just doing her job.
Tuesday afternoon, police say a black postal worker was delivering mail to Portuguese's home on Northwest 18th Place in Miami when the suspect's son approached the victim to get the mail. That's when the suspect allegedly yelled at the child, saying, quote, "We don't talk to N-words." The police report states the victim said she was just trying to do her job when Portuguese then grabbed a
man. How you disrespect the male person bringing the mail to your house and tell your kids, I don't want my mail getting messed with. I'm just showing you how real this hatred is. She told her son, we don't talk to N-words because he went out to get the mail from her. You got the florist trying to go in the store to do the delivery. She get cussed out. You got the mail delivery lady. You women are not exempt. The same way we get it, y'all get it too. How you attack a mail carrier could destroy your life by just letting some of the mail just not go to you. This is how strong their level of hatred is. Let it play.
Portuguese then grabbed a water hose and sprayed the victim. Police say the postal worker ran in fear for her life and called 911, but things got worse.
She gets into her vehicle. She tries to run over the mail carrier, not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Why?
Investigators say,
why? Why would you attack the postal lady just because she's black? Why? It just doesn't make any sense. This is just real racists with different faces. It could come from anywhere at any time. And this is a reality we got to deal with on a regular basis. Who will attack a male person and tell your kids we don't talk to N-words?
Y'all all right? Y'all all right?
Looking like the lady from the Wendy's.
Yeah.
Damn. And you turn your hose on her, then you get in your car to run her down because your son spoke to her and you raising your son to be a little racist. Let it play.
He's then threatened to shoot her.
As we're getting to the scene, she tells the mail carrier, I'm going to go into my house, I'm going to grab my gun, and I'm going to shoot you.
Police say the victim wasn't hurt. Surveillance video shows officers on scene. Witnesses say Portuguese kicked and screamed as she was arrested, but say they're not surprised by what happened.
She was yelling, telling her, don't grab me, get off me.
This isn't the first time the cops has come to the house. To their house. It's happened many times.
Portuguese was arrested last year for battery and in 2024 on drug charges.
And Lourdes is being held on a $15,000 bond. When she bonds out, she will be placed on house arrest. For now, we're reporting live in Miami. Kim Nguyen, NBC 6 News.
The hate is great, man. You're dealing with flowers. You're getting called the effing N-word. You're delivering mail. They're trying to run you over, hose you down with a water hose, and then threaten to get a gun and shoot you and kill you. This one is the worst to me out of all of them. Let's play the next one. Let me see it here on this screen before you put it up because it's two. That one first, yes. Watch this. This one is sad because this is hatred that Northern Kingdom got. Some of them have absolved that hatred that white people have. And this woman, she was just coming from a place of, she said, I feel good calling them this.
Times that I will always and forever say that I fucking hate niggers. Oh my god, I fucking hate niggers. Like, I hate y'all. Like, you, like, I don't oh, we were slaves this entire, I don't give a but like, for a reason you guys were slaves. You guys don't know anything better than to steal. Like, oh my god. Like, I was literally eating food with my friend. He had his, oh my god, like, I don't know, por Dios, por gracias de Dios, I had my wallet next to me, like my whole purse, and those like that little small shit decided not to steal my wallet. Oh my god, I would have grabbed my heel and like whooped the out of that nigga. But like, whatever, right? But no or nothing. Y'all don't know how good it felt to say like out loud, like goddamn, like oh my god, I felt like I was back in the Marine Corps. Like,
She said, you don't know how good it felt to say the N-word. This is crazy. The hatred that people have. And this is what I teach my kids, and I let them know. Don't let your guard down. There's people that hate you because they ain't you. Pull it back a little bit. Look at the excitement. She said it felt so good. She said you don't know how good it felt. Watch this. Look at her face. And somebody's driving her. Because you can see the car moving.
Or nothing. Y'all don't know how good it felt to say like out loud, like goddamn, like oh my god, I felt like I was back in the Marine Corps. Like I kid you not, I don't know what the fuck came over me. I grabbed that by the neck and I was like, come here, you fucking, and oh my god, like I felt like the world just stopped. Like it was just.
She said she felt like the world just stopped to call him the N-word. Now y'all see why I respond, how I respond in Clubhouse when they try to move me with it. Y'all who been listening regularly when we're doing the Clubhouse, people come in here and they can't wait to call us that. They can't wait. It's like they're dying. And I saw the excitement and the thrill in her face. And she was like, oh my God, you don't know how good it felt. She said, I felt like I was back in the Marine Corps. So you got Northern Kingdom that got that same spirit that white people got. Let it play. Pull it back a little. Listen to, let's just look at the passion she had. She was worse than the white people who we showed.
It felt to say like out loud, like goddamn, like oh my god, I felt like I was back in the Marine Corps. Like I kid you not, I don't know what the fuck came over me. I grabbed that by the neck and I was like, come here, you fucking, and oh my god, like I felt like the world just stopped. Like it was just peace. Like I don't know. And then he was just like even I in my head I was like, damn, te pasaste, because I called him a dog. Like imagine if the downtown were there, they could have beaten my ass. And then he like stops like, you no, just call me a I was like, you're a I was like, oh my god, like you're a and I called you a like world peace. And I was like, what the are you gonna possibly say? Like, are you gonna call 911 because I called you a no, right? Oh my god, I don't know. This didn't record, but it was like I'm kind of glad it didn't record because it was like me expressing how much I hated black people after this. Like, dog, like let me get a black person on a 911 call tomorrow, especially you're going to jail. I don't give a you're getting treated like a bunch of shit.
So watch this now. Play the other video. She's a police officer in Houston. So she said, let me get a black person on a 911 call tomorrow.
The officer seen in a viral video with a rant filled with racism has just been fired from the Houston Police Department. I want to show you this. The officer seen in a viral video with a rant filled with racism has just been fired from the Houston Police Department. I want to show you this statement that HPD put out. It says that she's no longer an employee of the department and that HPD holds every officer to the highest standards of integrity and conduct and will not waver in upholding these expectations. So right now, this officer, Ashley Gonzalez, it no longer works for the Houston Police Department. The video that she posted on her Instagram close friends story has received nationwide attention. It has led to many people to call for her to be terminated. Others have called for all of the cases that she has touched to be reviewed. And in the statement from the Houston Police Chief, Noe Diaz, he says the behavior exhibited by Ashley Gonzalez was abhorrent, disgusting, and entirely unacceptable. It is deeply disturbing and has no place in law enforcement or in our community. Again, her termination from the Houston Police Department coming just days after that video gained a lot of attention online.
So I watch a lot of videos where people say racist stuff, but I never seen so much thrill and enjoyment of saying the N-word. And she was just so excited, she just put it to video. She didn't even care what the consequences was. Now, she could be a conquistador, but there are people that's the level of evil. We showed you many different faces of races. You don't know where it's coming from. You could get it at work. You could get it in the florist. You could get it from the law enforcement. You could get it as a social media presence. Okay? But that's the spirit that we're in right now, where people hate you. And this is what Christ was trying to warn us about when he said in Matthew chapter 24, verse 9, reader.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you.
Some people want us dead. Read.
And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
And that's what we're seeing. The hatred is just spreading. Read.
And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another.
Like we saw with the Southern Poverty Law Center. You got men around us seeing what we're doing and trying to turn against us. And now we know the Southern Poverty Law Center pays people to try to come and attack us. You could take me off the screen. Read it again, reader.
And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another.
So that's why we have to prepare you people. The stuff that God is warning us about is happening in real life. I don't never want y'all to get comfortable and think that it's all good in the hood. It's not. People are going to turn against you, and they're going to hate you because they ain't you. Your own people are going to sell you out, is what Christ said. Read.
And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound.
Because sin is spreading everywhere, especially with false prophets, especially in the Christian church. Because you will never hear the Christian church bringing these things out and speaking against them and bringing them to the front line. Anybody could be a wicked, evil Christian. All she got to do, she could pick a black church to go to and say she's sorry, and they'll just dismiss everything she said. Why? Read it again.
And because iniquity shall abound.
Because sin is so prevalent in our community.
The love of many shall wax cold.
Ain't nobody, even amongst us, our only defense against people like that and all the racists I showed is the love of God in Christ to keep the commandments. Okay? That's how we're defended from this stuff, if we keep the commandments. This stuff exists because we were not keeping the commandments. Go to Isaiah 55, verse 1.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 55, and verse 1. Ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters. And he that hath no money, come ye, buy and eat.
I'm sorry. I want Psalms 55, verse 1.
The book of Psalms, chapter 55, and verse 1. Give ear to my prayer, O God, and hide not thyself from my supplication. Attend unto me, and hear me. I mourn in my complaint, and make a noise, because of the voice of the enemy.
Because the voice of the enemy is going to try and tear us down and wear us down. So we got to draw closer to the Lord. Read it again. Read verse 1. Pay attention to what he's saying.
Verse 1. Give ear to my prayer,
You
O
want,
God.
when you pray to God, that he's listening. Give ear to my prayer, God. Read.
And hide not thyself from my supplication.
Don't hide from our supplication. Our supplication is to protect our nation of Israel. Read.
Attend unto me, and hear me. I mourn in my complaint.
So we mourn in our complaint because the evil is closing in on us. Read.
And make a noise because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked.
The oppression of the wicked is going to get greater. And it will be easy to identify the haters. Read.
For they cast iniquity upon me.
They put sin upon us. Okay, that girl, she was out of all the people we saw there. Like, I can't wrap my mind around the postal workers coming, and they got your mail that you need to sustain your household, and you saying openly, don't talk to N-words.
Y'all all right?
You can't even make a simple transaction in the florist where they like, nah, get out, you N-word. You can't even go and just buy something to drink to wind down without white police officers dragging you and beating your ass to the ground. Read it again.
Because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked.
Because of the voice of the enemy and the oppression of the wicked. That's what we saw. Their voices, she said, I love saying the N-word. I hope I get a 911 call with an N-word so I could get them. She lives, she thrives on that. And those cops that you saw in uniform, they look like they enjoy any chance that they get to beat up somebody like they were beating that guy up, they're going to do it. And you need to make that clear to the people around you, to your children, to your wives, to your family. Never make them feel like it's all good. Read the scripture again.
Verse 2. Attend unto me and hear me. I mourn in my complaint and make a noise because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked.
So we're praying to God because of the voice of the enemy who enjoy calling us the N-word and the oppression of the wicked. There's people who they don't feel content unless they're trying to disrupt our lives with hatred. And we can't walk around with blinders on because you got so many races in different places with different faces. Because I was only going to talk about one. I just said, let me get a search. And this is all that I found within this week. And then it takes me back to Christ always saying, yo, people are going to hate you because they ain't you. Read.
Because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked, for they cast iniquity upon me.
They want to throw sin upon you, even if you're minding your business. That postal worker was doing her job. They threw sin on her. That man was just buying something to drink to wind down. They threw sin on him.
And in wrath, they hate me.
And in their wrath, they got hatred for us. And that's what we got to see when we're reading this Bible and we're bringing God's words to life. They have hatred for us in wrath. If they can harm us, they'll do it. Like, that was scary to see that woman just saying, I felt alive, just calling him the N-word. I hate you people. I hate you. And you as slaves, so what? You deserve to be slaves. Like, it's 2026, and you're just like, damn. It's been going on for years, and it's just getting worse. And the people that are around you, the traitors that are around you, you got to be mindful. Don't let your guard down. Y'all look at those videos. You show them to your children. You show them to your wives, because some of y'all are walking around with blinders on. Take my picture off there because I can't see the comments. They want you to live like this stuff is not going on and there aren't people walking. I've never, ever trained my children or anybody around me to hate any race of people. I've told them to be aware. But you saw what SPLC did with their millions. They're paying the Ku Klux Klan, a racist organization. Meanwhile, they're defaming us and destroying us for us bringing awareness to our people of the evil that surrounds us. Like, if I didn't see that stuff on video, I wouldn't really think about it. Because us as black people, we like to give people the benefit of the doubt. No. Nobody gets the benefit of the doubt. Nobody gets the benefit of the doubt. That other woman, you nappy-headed black ghetto bee, just nothing. Nigga. No shame in the hatred that they have. Read it again, reader.
Attend unto me and hear me. I mourn in my complaint and make a noise because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked. For they cast iniquity upon me, and in wrath they hate me.
They throw sin on us, and in wrath they hate us. For that woman to tell her son, don't talk to no N-word that's delivering your mail, then getting in a car to run her over. Then the police got to get there. She said, I'm getting my gun to shoot you. That's the level of hatred. These people are demons. They're demonic. They are demonic. Read. We read it now to 15. What verse you at?
Verse 4 now, sir.
Read.
My heart is sore pained within me.
This hurts in the heart. Okay, but we need to see it, and we need to understand that there's people that hate you because they ain't you. And like Deacon Aitan was saying when we was going over the SPLC, it's only two options. Either Bezalel was possessed by a demon or he's not an Israelite. And you can open your soul to demons, and there's a strong possibility he's not. He wasn't no Israelite. He was just a poser, like they say in overseas. He was posing. And like Judas Iscariot, you could be an Israelite, but you allow Satan to take control because you got hatred in your soul. Read it again.
Because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked, for they cast iniquity upon me, and in wrath they hate me. My heart is sore pained within me, and the terrors of death are fallen upon me.
So it hurts you in your heart, and you have terror that these people will try and kill you. Those cops could have killed that man. If that lady didn't record that beating, they would have just walked. They would have been back on the job beating up another black person. Read.
Fearfulness and trembling are come upon me, and horror hath overwhelmed me.
This is what we got to deal with. Horror from people that hate us because of the color of our skin.
And
I expect for a racist white person to feel that way about us. But I would have never looked at that woman that way and seen her to have that much hatred. And sometimes the Lord allows things so we could position ourselves. Read.
And I said, oh, that I had wings like a dove, for then would I fly away and be at rest.
And that's how you feel, like you just want to get away from these people. Because it's just too much and it's everywhere. You just want to get away from them. When you're around your people that love you and love the Lord, you feel comfort. But he said, oh, that I had wings that I could fly away. And this is the reality of how we live today. You got evil people, you just want to get away from them. Some of y'all feel comfortable where you are, knowing that there's people that hate you because they ain't you. But I feel like just what we're reading. I wish I had wings that I could just fly away someplace to escape this stuff. Read again.
And I said, oh, that I had wings like a dove, for then would I fly away and be at rest. Lo, then would I wander far off and remain in the wilderness.
You want to wander far off and just get away from these people. That's the way I felt. That's the way I'll be feeling, like I only want to be around people who I know are keeping the commandments, that love God. I literally just want to get away from these people. You ever read the scripture and it's like, yo, that's how I feel. Like I wish I had wings, I could just fly away from all this evil here. Like I'm just sick of it. Read that one more time. For him to say, I wish I had wings to just fly away from the people. That's how evil they are.
And I said, oh, that I had wings like a dove, for then I would fly away.
You see the bird just leaving. You try to touch the bird, he just flaps his wing and leave.
And be at rest.
And you could just fly somewhere and rest.
Lo, then would I wander far off and remain in the wilderness.
You just want to go somewhere away from evil people. That's the way I'll be feeling. Like y'all hear me go back and forth with them on Clubhouse because they just nasty. Like that woman this morning. Read.
Verse 8. I would hasten my escape from the windy storm and tempest.
That's what it feels like. These people are coming with a storm and a tempest. Like you just want to escape from them. They just nasty and just for no reason. I don't walk around with no hatred like that for white people. It takes time to build that up. And I don't want to, I wouldn't use my energy to go back and forth with them. But y'all need to understand that's how these people feel about you. That's how they feel. Like, where's one of these N-words? I hate them. They wake up every day with that inside of them. That's that Esau, Jacob hate. It's inside of them. And like Deacon Aidan said when we played that throwback video, either he's literally an Edomite or he just allows Satan to just take over his soul. Those are the only two options. There ain't nothing else to explain that level of hatred. For you to reach out to people that you know is trying to destroy us and stop us from gathering our people together as God wants, and you don't care what they do to us. Read.
Destroy, O Lord, and divide their tongues, for I have seen violence and strife in the city.
And that's the way you feel like the only person that could deal with them is God. You don't even want to deal with them. I don't want to interact with them. He called on God. Just do something to them. That's the only, that girl that she has so much joy, said, oh my God, it felt just so good. Like the world just stopped for me to just call him the N-word. Like she just, it meant so much to her. Only God could deal with her. Only God could understand that level of hatred. And y'all need to understand that it exists and be aware of it. And don't let people like that into your circle. Don't let your guard down. Don't get comfortable in this world. Read.
Day and night they go about it upon the walls thereof. Mischief also and sorrow are in the midst of it.
Okay, this is day and night with mischief and sorrow in the midst. Read.
Wickedness is in the midst thereof.
Wickedness is in the midst of our lives, at our workplace, in our communities, in the stores that we frequent. Read.
Deceit and guile depart not from her streets.
Okay, deceit and guile are in your streets. You can't trust nobody. A simple traffic dispute could be somebody, some racist driving a car that they're ready to harm you because of the color of your skin. Read again. What verse was that?
Verse 11. Wickedness is in the midst thereof. Deceit and guile depart not from her streets.
Because there's deceit and guile in the streets. And I showed you from so many different directions. Like, who would think you're going to deliver mail? And just because you black, you got to get attacked. You trying to teach the word of God, and because you're black, you trying to get attacked by people you trying to help. With all the stuff that's going on with ICE and the racism, all she's thinking is, I can't wait to call somebody the N-word. This is the stuff that I was meditating on, and I was like, damn, the only person that could deal with this literally is God. Read.
For it was not an enemy that reproached me. Then I could have borne it. Neither was it he that hated me that did magnify himself against me. Then I would have hid myself from him. But it was thou, a man, mine equal.
It's the people who you're not expecting that's walking around with that hatred for you. So this is what we're reading here. Don't get comfortable. If you know that the person hates you, you could deal with. But he's explaining in the Psalms that the hatred is going to come from places that you least expected. It's going to come from places that you least expected. You could deal with it if you know you and the person got beef, you did something to them. But he's letting you know it's going to come from a place where you least expect it. Read.
But it was thou, a man, mine equal, my guide, mine acquaintance. We took sweet counsel together and walked unto the house of God in company. Let death seize upon them.
What?
Let death seize upon them.
That's for you traitors that are amongst us. When I was reading it, I understood. You're going to have people around you that are just here to betray you and to harm you. And they hate you because they ain't you. And they're going to betray you. Like Christ said, you shall be hated of all men. I was watching that video, the Southern Poverty Law, and I'm like, damn, this guy really reached out to these people and sat down and made a deal with them to destroy us. Yeah. And we didn't do nothing to him. That's like the highest level of, that's the most dangerous evil. Because there's certain people you can look at and be like, yeah, I understand why you hate me, because you ain't me. But for someone to sit up amongst you and record you, like I remember how he put a recorder on Bishop Kanai and tried to destroy that man. And we have to learn from that. There's more people that's like that around, y'all. Don't get relaxed. A lot of you people are new and you don't remember the evil that that man did and all his other followers. All the other people that, where are they now? Read it again, reader.
We took sweet counsel together and walked into the house of God in company.
It's going to be people that come through these doors and sit down here. The enemy sent them here. They hate you.
Let death seize upon them.
So the scriptures say, let death seize upon them. Not, no, I hope they repent, I hope they change. They're not. There's a certain line that you cross where you belong to Satan. And the payment from Satan is death. You're going to get some money. You may get a nice payoff. But the scripture said, let death seize upon them. Let death be their end. Read again.
Let death seize upon them, and let them go down quick into hell.
Let them go to hell. When I was reading this chapter, the only way you could deal with people like that is to send them to hell. They need to go to a place of suffering. Because they've heard the scriptures. That's why I said we took sweet counsel together. They sat and heard the same scriptures I heard, but it didn't benefit them. And that's what you're seeing now. A lot of people, they come, they hearing the same scriptures you hearing, and there's no change. They still looking strange. Read.
Let death seize upon them, and let them go down quick into hell.
That's the only place for them. Let them go down to hell. Read.
For wickedness is in their dwellings.
That's it. Inside of them is just wickedness. Okay? Like Don said in that video, that throwback video. Either you just you allow the devil to enter your soul, or you an Edomite. What verse was that?
Middle of verse 15.
Read it again.
Let death seize upon them, and let them go down quick into hell. For wickedness is in their dwellings and among them. That was the end of verse 15.
Wickedness is in their dwellings and among them. All those videos that we saw, you can't ask, you can't pray for those people. For you to be on your regular routine, a postman comes here. I'm happy when the postman comes. I will never disrespect him. I don't care what color he is. I'm just happy he brought my mail. But you see a postal worker and you like, don't talk to niggas. That's crazy. Like if I didn't see those videos, don't let your guard down, man. This is what's happening. This is what awaits us when we leave our house. So y'all better love the people in the body that love you and love God. Christ said, he that is not with me is against me.
Y'all all right?
Give me Job chapter 38, verse 9.
Job chapter 38 and verse 9. When I made the cloud the garment thereof, and thick darkness as swaddling band for it, and break up for it my decreed place, and set bars and doors, and said, hitherto shalt thou come, but no further, and here shall thy proud ways be stayed. Hast thou commanded the morning, says thy days, and caused the day spring to know his place? That it might take hold of the ends of the earth, that the wicked might be shaken out of it?
We want the wicked out of this earth.
Yeah.
Read.
It is turned as clay to the seal, and they stand as a garment. And from the wicked their light is withholden, and the high arm shall be broken.
The only person that could deal with them is God. God says their high arm must be broken. We ain't got millions of dollars to go up against Southern Poverty Law Center. We need your prayers. We need you to call on God. Read.
Hast thou entered into the springs of the sea? Or hast thou walked in the search of the depth? Have the gates of death been opened unto thee? Or hast thou seen the doors of the shadow of death? Hast thou perceived the breadth of the earth? Declare if thou knowest it all.
Because only God has that information. Read.
Where is the way where light dwelleth? And as for darkness, where is the place thereof? That thou shouldest take it to the bound thereof, and that thou shouldest know the paths to the house thereof. Knowest thou it, because thou wast then born, or because the number of thy days is great? Hast thou entered into the treasures of the snow, or hast thou seen the treasures of the hail, which I have reserved against the time of trouble, against the day of the battle and war? By what way is the light parted, which scattereth the east?
Because only God has the answers to these things. Read.
By what way is the light parted, which scattereth the east wind upon the earth? Who hath divided a water course for the overflowing of waters?
What verse you at?
This is verse 25, sir.
I think I wrote this wrong. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Down going blind. Start with 35 and 9.
Job chapter 35 and verse 9. By reason of the multitude of oppressions, they make the oppressed to cry.
Okay? There's the oppression from these people, it is to break you. They feel good trying to harm you. And that's why when y'all be seeing me in Clubhouse, I laugh at them and I call them up on stage because these people live to hate us. This is bigger than them just being racist. They thrive on their hatred for us. Okay, pay attention. Read it again.
By reason of the multitude of oppressions, they make the oppressed to cry.
They feel good when they hurt us with their oppression. Read.
They cry out by reason of the arm of the mighty. But none saith, where is God my maker, who giveth songs in the night, who teacheth us more than the beasts of the earth?
They don't care about God. God is not in their thoughts. Read.
And maketh us wiser than the fowls of heaven. There they cry, but none giveth answer, because of the pride of evil men.
That's what you're seeing. In all those videos I showed you, they take pride in being evil against us. And God needs to show us why we need a God on our side. God has to show us the worst of people so we can understand true evil. Read.
Surely God will not hear vanity, neither will the Almighty regard it.
Because God don't get down like that. Read.
Although thou sayest, thou shalt not see him, yet judgment is before him.
Okay? Y'all don't see God, but y'all got to understand that there is judgment before God. Read.
Therefore, trust thou in him. But now, because it is not so, he hath visited in his anger, yet he knoweth it not in great extremity.
I'm sorry. What verse you stopped at?
That was verse 15, sir.
Give me 1 second. Read again.
Verse 15. But now, because it is not so, he hath visited in his anger, yet he knoweth it not in great extremity.
Okay, leave that one alone and give me Proverbs chapter 14, verse 31.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 31. He that oppresseth the poor reproacheth his maker.
That's what you see with all those people. They hate God. They take pleasure in attacking us because they hate God. Read.
He that oppresseth the poor reproacheth his maker, but he that honoreth him hath mercy on the poor.
If you honor God, you're not going to treat people like what we saw in that video. Okay, give me Psalm 73, verse 8.
The book of Psalms, chapter 73 and verse 8. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression.
That's why she said, I feel good calling them the N-word. They don't care. She said, so what, you were slaves? You deserve it. Read.
They speak loftily. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth.
They speak against God, and they want that hatred to go through the earth. You're nothing in their eyes. Read.
Therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. And they say, how doth God know? And is there knowledge in the Most High?
They don't believe what we believe. They don't care about no God. They don't care about no Bible. Read.
Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world.
They prosper by attacking us. Read.
They increase in riches. Verily, I have cleansed my heart in vain.
And they'll make you feel like, why am I keeping the commandments while I'm being attacked by these people? Read.
Verily, I have cleansed my heart in vain, and washed my hands in innocency. For all the day long have I been plagued, and chastened every morning.
And that's how these people are. If they could attack you with the N-word every morning, they'll do it. They don't care that you got fringes on. You got your skirt and your head wrap. They don't care about you keeping the Sabbath. Read again.
For all the day long have I been plagued, and chastened every morning. If I say, I will speak thus, behold, I should offend against the generation of thy children.
We can't speak the commandments because this generation hates it. Read.
When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me.
It's painful that we're living this life full of strife because people hate us. Read.
Until I went into the sanctuary of God.
So the only thing we have is this truth, to go into the dwelling place of God. Read.
Then understood I their end.
And now we know why God got to destroy them. Why it says, let death seize them. Okay, like we read in the other Psalms. Let death seize them. They got to die. That's all that you could do with them. Those people will never change. Read again.
Verse 16. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me.
When we really sit down and think about they hate us for no reason and there's nothing we could do to fix it, it hurts. Read.
Until I went into the sanctuary of God.
Until we started to study this Bible. Read.
Then understood I their end.
Then we understand that God got to destroy them. We understand now why God says 2/3 shall be cut off and die. You understand now why God has a hell for these people to dwell. Read.
Surely thou didst set them in slippery places.
They're in a slippery place trying to disgrace our race. Read.
Thou castest them down into destruction.
Their destruction awaits them.
How are they brought into desolation? As in a moment, they are utterly consumed with terrors.
And that's what's going to happen to them. The same terror they were trying to bestow upon us, that's their end. God is going to utterly destroy people that think that way.
As a dream when one awaketh, so, O Lord, when thou awakest, thou shalt despise their image.
Okay, God despised them.
Thus my heart was grieved, and I was pricked in my reins. So foolish was I, and ignorant. I was as a beast before thee. Nevertheless, I am continually with thee. Thou hast holden me by my right hand.
So God is holding us with his right hand. We just got to stick to his plan. These people are evil and they hate you. Okay, so that's why we need these scriptures to paint the pictures. God is going to hold us and guide us as we maneuver through this evil, ungodly world. Read that verse again.
Verse 22. So foolish was I, and ignorant. I was as a beast before thee.
And that's when we're not following the commandments. We're like beasts. Read.
Nevertheless, I am continually with thee.
So we stay continually with God. Read.
Thou hast holden me by my right hand.
Because God is going to take us by the right hand. Read.
Thou shalt guide me with thy counsel.
And let God guide us with his counsel. Don't be moved by the evil of these people. Read.
And afterward receive me to glory.
Okay, because that's the end of God's story for us to get the glory. So let them call us niggas. Let them have hatred. Let them betray us. Okay, in the end, according to God's story, we're going to get the glory. So look, I'm going to end it. It's 4 o'clock. Got a big day tomorrow. I'm glad I got to speak with you. I love you guys. Thank you for your support. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being patient. Okay? One thing I know about you guys is you're not a fake audience. Because you could be anywhere. I know that y'all are here because y'all care. Y'all love this truth. Y'all love the word. And you love what we're doing. So I always try my best not to let you down. The fact that y'all always ready to come around, it puts the spirit on me to not let you down. Most High in Christ bless Israel. See you tomorrow and shalom.